Hello and welcome to another build overview video. This drone that I have in my hand here is the Catalyst Machineworks Massive Droner HD. It's a 3-inch drone built specifically for the Vista unit, or basically the HD version, which is the one I have here, is built for the Caddx Vista digital FPV system. If you don't know what the Caddx Vista is, it's basically a digital FPV system that is designed by Caddx and built by DJI. DJI also sells the bigger brother of this one, which is the DJI Air Unit. It's a little bit bigger than this one, and it has 2 antennas. The Vista is the little brother. It has 1 antenna for video, and it has the same camera as the DJI Air Unit. So I'll start by talking about the parts that I've chosen for this build, for this 3-inch drone, and then I'm gonna go over how the build went, any challenges that I faced, anything that I believe you might encounter while trying to build this drone. So I've chose for this build the 1408 4000 kV motors. Some people choose to build a 3-inch drone using the 1404, which are basically less than these in weight, so they are lighter than the 1408s, but they will provide less power. So if you're looking for power, if you're looking for a high thrust to weight ratio, then go for the 1408s. They're gonna provide you with ample power. This is gonna be like a rocket ship on 1408s. If you're looking to reduce the weight as much as possible, use the 1404s. They're good, it's gonna fly well, but you won't get as much power as you get with the 1408s. For the stack, I've used a 4-in-1 ESC. It's the Acon AK32 35 amp ESC. It's a BL Heli 32 ESC, quite good quality with a heatsink. And for the flight controller, I've used the Holybro Kakute F7 Mini. This is version 1 of this FC. I know that Holybro has come up with other versions after that, but this one's just doing just fine. So again, the Acon AK32 BL Heli 32 with a Kakute F7 Mini flight controller. Here on top I have my RXSR FR Sky receiver, and you can see that the antennas go through 2 tubes that are neatly mounted on this TPU that is provided with the frame. My thoughts on the build are the following. So it came together very easy. The parts are of good quality. It came together easy. I really like the Vista mount. So I'm gonna bring it closer to the camera for you to look at how the Vista is mounted. So you have 2 TPUs that go from the back to the front with 4 screws that go from the Vista from the bottom here, and then you use a washer to fix them, or basically to fix the Vista to the top. So with the stack that I've used, along with the Vista and the way it's mounted, you can see that there's still clearance, good clearance between the flight controller and the Vista. So really good way of mounting the Vista. It keeps the weight in the center, which helps you to basically tune this drone better. Even if you look at the TPU in the back that is used to mount the antennas. So this is a black TPU. Those two tubes are provided with the frame. You just insert them in, and then you can guide the receiver antennas through those tubes. Very nice. If you look at them, you'll see that they guide the antennas away from the props, so there's no chance of shredding the antennas with the props. The only comment I have regarding this mount is the mount for the video antenna for the Vista. I can't help it but think that there must be a better way of mounting this video antenna. How it's currently done is that you basically lay the antenna on top of this TPU, and there's a slot where you can insert, I don't know if you can see that, you can insert a cable tie, and then you can fasten the antenna to the TPU. It's good. It keeps the antenna in place, but I think there could be a better way to do that. Maybe even now, if you look at Thingiverse, maybe you'll find that somebody has come up with a different TPU here that addresses the antenna mount in a different and better way. It's good enough. I mean, but you know, there's always room for improvement over there. In terms of, you know, the overall build, it really went together really nice. Not much issues except two things. What I've mentioned now regarding the antenna mount for the video antenna mount. And one thing that I didn't really like is, if you look at the bottom here, you'll see that there are two screws in the back, two very big screws that are used to mount the two plates here, the two vertical plates in the back. What would happen in this case is, and let me remove the battery strap to show you this better. So two big screws here in the back, and then the front plates for the camera are protruding a little bit upwards. I don't know if you can see them here. They're protruding upwards. So if you have a battery that you want to place here, the screws and those plates in the front are going to dig into your battery. The only way around this is to basically fashion a thick pad for your battery, a thick rubber pad. And also they don't provide a rubber pad for the battery with the frame. So what I've done myself is, as you can see here, I've basically fashioned a thick rubber pad so that when I put the battery, when I fasten the battery, the screws and the front plates at the front would not basically dig into my battery. I mean, those two issues that I mentioned are really minor, not a big issue, but you know, it would have been nice if they've included, you know, a thick pad for the battery, or even found a way to, you know, remove or to use basically countersunk screws here to make it easier for you to put the battery at the bottom, or to fasten the battery to the frame. So those are the only two minor issues that I've encountered. So the video antenna mount and the battery pad. Other than that, it's really a nice frame. I like it a lot. I've flown it today, and it flies really, really fast. With those motors, it flies really fast. It's a rocket ship. You know, for racing, it's brilliant. I'm gonna post a video, a flight video. I'm gonna talk about my impressions regarding the flight, and you know, I'll show you how basically it flies. Even if you look at the distance here between the stack and the camera, there is good distance here. Sometimes, I mean, previously I've bought 5-inch frames where there is really, or there is virtually no space between the camera and the stack, and you find yourself struggling to adjust the camera. For this one, what I like is that the camera is protruding to the outside a little bit, and you can even make it a little bit farther if you, because the slot for the screw can take it a little bit to the front or to the back. So you can mount the camera to the front a little bit, or you can push it to the back, and which gives you a lot of good space between the stack and the camera. And you know, you can basically tilt the camera very easily and position it the way you want. This is it basically regarding the build overview. It's a really nice frame. I like it a lot, and I would recommend it definitely as a 3-inch racing frame. In terms of quality, so guys, this is a 3-inch frame. The plates, the carbon fiber plates are not as thick as the 5-inch ones, so don't expect to be flying like into hard concrete stuff and, you know, not damaging it, you know. So for example, today I was flying this frame. I crashed on grass, which is soft, but it tumbled and then it fell on asphalt. So I damaged one of the arms. Basically, one of the carbon fiber layers is loose, and it started, you know, moving around. So I basically glued it back with CA glue. It's not a lot of, you know, it's not like a permanent solution, but it's gonna hold it in place. So yeah, I mean, I would recommend that you fly this over soft ground and don't basically, you know, drive it into hard or concrete stuff. This is it basically for this video. Again, I'll be posting another flight video with my comments on the flight, and I will even be posting my tuning numbers or my tuning data, basically the PIDs and the filter, so that you can have an idea of what, roughly speaking, what the PIDs should be for you to have successful flights on this drone. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the information that I've presented here, please go ahead and click like and subscribe. That would help a lot. Thank you very much and have a nice day.